coaching? I don't know. When you started, you're coaching now. What's your why?
Well, it does has evolved, Wally. I think a little bit, and there are some definite days where I look in the mirror and ask that question to myself, as things maybe aren't going the way you want it to, or you've had an email from a parent or those sorts of things. But because of course the coaching part is volunteer, dealing with the parents and that in my current role or my professional life, well, that is not really as much of a choice. It's a necessary part of it. Um, the why for me, Wally, goes back to when I got started in it. Was I had a coach when I was playing at the level that he always said to us that if we got anything from the game, that we should give back when we had the time to. So I know the impact that he had on me as a young person at the time, and how invested he was in it. So I got myself involved partially for that reason. The other parts are much like Chris had said, that the competitive nature of it myself, as well as loving the game piece, is where it took me into it. But specifically on the female side of the game, I think it came down to running hockey programs in my schools, and getting to experience working with the female athletes and them being so inquisitive of why you're doing things and wanting to know those pieces and really wanting to get better. Whereas the male athletes, they felt a little more like they were going through the motions, that they would do what you asked them to a point, but they didn't really care to know the reasoning behind it. So I got convinced to coach on the female side, and I've been involved with it for a decade since. So, but it's partly, I think it keeps me involved in the game. Partly it's to support players in becoming better humans, and better at the game. And yeah, it's a great way of filling time, or some others say sucking time, but it is just a thing that I don't know whether it's a passion or an addiction at times.